Are you a new parent out there and you're wondering what can you do now while your child is a baby or a toddler that can one day help them become a reader? Stick around. I'm going to share with you some of simple tips that I have used with all three of my children and they have worked. Parents, are you wondering what can you do with your preschooler or toddler to help them one day become a reader? Today I'm going to share with you some very simple things that you can do even before ABCs that can build a wonderful foundation for helping your child become a reader. So we all know some of the basics of reading are the ABCs. What letter is this? What sound does it make? And so on. But before you even get to that point, there are some simple things that you can do with any child, and that goes for dyslexic children as well, who may take a little bit longer to learn the ABCs. So, when my children were babies, first of all, I read to them. So that's tip number one. Make sure you are reading to your children so that they can have a positive outlook on books. So it may start with those hard baby books. They may chew on them. They may throw them down. You may pick them up. That may go over and over 20 times in a row. But you are still reading to them and they are still hearing that language over and over. When you are choosing books to read with your child, choose books that rhyme. Make sure you are exposing your child to rhyme. That may be nursery rhymes, that may be rhyming songs and little dances that you do together, but make sure you are giving them enough opportunities to hear rhyming words because that's going to help them with reading later on. So, tip number two is rhyming. All right, tip number three is speaking with your child. So that's going to include things like asking them questions and giving them time to respond, but it also includes naming things. You may point to something, you may pick something up, your child may pick something up, and you are going to speak with them. That's giving them immersion into the language that you are speaking. You're going to name the objects. If you're trying to keep your child quiet in a meeting room or in church or something like that, have some paper that you can draw on and you can draw something for your child. I always drew simple pictures like a house and a tree and a sun and a bird and a cloud, and we named those things together. You know, if you think about baby books, they normally have just a simple picture like ball, and then it says the word ball. Or it may say dog, and then it shows the picture of a dog. Just naming items. Children will learn those nouns first most of the time, and naming things they see around them. That will go far. The next thing that we did together is that we would talk about animals. Children love animals, and I would ask them, okay, what animal is this? And let's say it's a tiger. And they'd say, tiger. Or maybe they even would say cat. And I would ask them, what does it say? Now, if it's a regular cat, they may say meow, meow. If it was a tiger, they may say roar. If it's a dog, woof, woof. Or if it's a mouse, they may say squeak, squeak. And I have this precious little video of my daughter when she was only about one. And I was just going through the series of animals asking her, what is this? What does it say? You know, those kinds of questions will easily lead into letter sounds one day. So, just like children can learn the names of their favorite Thomas the Tank train engine, their favorite fairy, their favorite Barbie, their favorite Transformer, and they can learn all these names when they are quite young. They can also learn to name some of the letters of the alphabet. You don't have to go in any particular order, but they can learn to name those and eventually learn to remember what sound that letter makes. I normally keep it simple at the very beginning with only one sound per letter. And as they grow, they can learn that some letters make more than one sound. You can choose the letters in a child's name, whatever you like. Some of the other things that we did together is if we're naming things out on the road driving and the child is like preschool age by then and they can speak more, I might say, oh, look, there's a house. House. What letter does house start with? So that would come after you've worked with some ABCs for a while, but it will go so far just reading to your child, singing with your child, exposing them to rhyming and naming things as you are out and about. I hope this helps you. It was very natural teaching my children how to read. We used ABC letter magnets on the fridge. If you'd like to see more information about how we did that, make sure you check out some of my other videos on YouTube. You can also go to my blog, theparentteacherbridge.com, to find more resources. If you haven't yet, leave a comment below, click like and subscribe, and remember, you are your child's most influential teacher. One more thing, if you go to the description below, you can get a free guide, 5 quick tips to immediately help your struggling reader. Be sure to check that out if you have a child in school who is struggling to read.